Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I think they have to make some decisions here. That's his 2nd fumble here in the 1st quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after.
His kick is good.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 21-0 our score after one.
Raiders nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very best run.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll look downfield for... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play a really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reed. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They run with Logan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll drop this one down to Cohen. Able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there and 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Carr completes it. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
21. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr forced out to his left. This is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Love now on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. We
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. That's caught by Waller out left side. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Love from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Love's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their... And now the up man has it. It's a fake. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, he'll set up the throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one.
In the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
8-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Love. From the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Baltimore.
To throw now, here's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Aldrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They needed a break if they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second. Counter play with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They go with the option on 4th down. Left side. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Logan. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And that is incomplete here.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Hill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
To number 21. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. To the air again. Hill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Hill on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th and 1.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right, they're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now a carry for Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Stanford. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football, he does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
6-yard line.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Ravens.
Now Love. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it up. And they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Hill. And got his man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off of play action. Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Waller. Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. Buying time to his left. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 45. Raiders 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Hill. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. On 1st and 10, Hill. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the pressure gets to him again. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. One final try now for Carr.